Storm approaching. Storm approaching. Storm approaching. Storm approaching.
Missing someone. Hello everybody, my name is Mr. Cube 6, and if you like that intro, then please make sure to leave a like. If you liked it. If you didn't like it, then I don't know what to tell you. But that took a ton of time to make, so if you could please just leave a like, that would be greatly appreciated. Anyway, let's jump straight into today's video. Now, if you looked at the intro, yes, it is a revolving storage system. Literally, minecarts drop out from the sky and then land on these shelves, and then when you click the button once more, it will go ahead and cycle through all the chests. It's pretty insane. Now, this contraption was 100% inspired by the Pixar film WALL-E. If you have seen it, then you would know the scene when he goes inside of his little house and then he has like a rotating storage system. It is very, very cool, and that was the inspiration for this, and here it is in Minecraft. This is the best that I could do. But here we have 6 storage chests, and they are all lined up very nice and neatly on the shelves. It looks pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. Now, if we go ahead and give this button a flick right here, as you can see, the shelves will get pulled back, revealing new minecarts, and they will all shift down, and the ones that fall into the floor will actually get returned back up to the top, where they will be resting until you click the button once more. Now, this is pretty insane. It just revealed 3 fresh chests that have not been seen to the public eye, and now I can, put whatever I want in this. So, say for example, I can put some diamond blocks in it, and if I want to go ahead and, maybe access something else, all I have to do is click the button again and watch the whole thing happen. This is actually, like, insane. Imagine building this and, like, actually walking up to your friends and saying, hey, my storage room, it rotates. You can click the button again, and that chest right there will get folded into the floor, and now we don't have any of the diamonds actually being exposed to the public. And if I want to go ahead and re-expose those and maybe access them once more, all I have to do is just cycle all the way through until we get to the second cycle, and then we can go ahead and access those diamonds. Currently, there are 6 chests on display, but there are 6 more that are hidden away behind these walls, and we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the redstone for this whole entire build right now. Alright, so here is all of the redstone for this design. Now, as you can see, it's pretty big. Just through the nature of this contraption, you have all of these single piston extenders trying to pull out these shelves, and you have to somehow power those, and then you also have to have the minecart return system, which uses these bubble columns in the back right here. This contraption is pretty bulky, but it definitely makes up for it because of how cool it is. As you can see, what's happening is all of these are going to be shifted downwards, and the ones right here that hit the bottom are going to be jetted into these bubble columns and go up and then hit the slime blocks and then go into their final resting position. Now, what's great about this design is that it is spam proof. So as you can see, if I'm trying to go ahead and click it, it's not going to click. and it's not going to actually break the redstone contraption. It will only fire when it's absolutely clear and knows that it will not actually break, which is really, really great for those friends who try to spam the button here. So as you can see, like I said, there was 6 on display currently, and there are also another 6 minecarts that are actually in storage. So you have a total of 4 different rows, which you can go ahead and organize to your liking. Is it efficient? No. Is it compact? No. But is it awesome? Yes. I mean, literally, dude, come on. How do you not think that that is cool? I mean, it literally rotates the minecarts around. I don't understand. I don't know. I just don't. Alright, so let's go ahead and get straight on with the tutorial. Now, I do have to say this is pretty survival friendly, but it does use a lot of slime. So if you don't have a lot of slime, then you might want to go ahead and get that first before you follow the tutorial. And this is a good time to mention that this is a Java only build. So if you are building this in Bedrock, then I'm sorry. In this chest, we have all of the items that you'll need to be able to complete this redstone contraption. And these blocks right here are just building blocks. So we need a stack and 27 building blocks, which can be any block. It doesn't have to be red wool. And you're going to need a stack and 23 of glass. Now, this doesn't have to be glass. It can be your building block, but it just looks nice if you're going to use glass. So this is the amount that you'll need if you are going to be building with glass. Then you'll need 3 pieces of soul sand, 21 rails, 3 powered rails, 3 slime blocks, 30 pistons, 7 observers, 3 redstone repeaters, 2 redstone lamps, 16 note blocks, 2 slabs of your choice, or it can also be glass. This can be substituted for glass as well. It's just up to you. 37 pieces of redstone, 2 redstone torches, 5 string, 2 tripwire hooks, and finally 1 stone button. So once you get all of these items, make sure to come back and we can go ahead and begin. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get things started with this right here. This is actually the layout, and we are going to be using this as reference for the whole entire build. So make sure you have this built in your Minecraft base or wherever you're building this. And now we're going to be building off of this. So these are the 2 shelves. This is the floor level right here, and there's going to be 2 blocks of empty space below the actual floor that we are going to be needing to build the structure. Alright, to get things started, we are going to be doing the piston layout. So first things first is we're going to be coming to this floor block and placing a support block and then a piston just facing into this bottom floor block, just like this. And now we're going to be dragging this piston all the way along this 5 block floor level, and then we're going to have 1 more layer of pistons right on top of these pistons to retract these shelves. Then skip 1 block, and then we can start placing more of our pistons. So now place 5 more pistons. Alrighty, now once we place 5 more pistons, then we're gonna go ahead and do that pretty much 1 more time. Just like this. Now, we're pretty much going to do the exact same thing again, and we're going to place a support block and then a piston right here, a block, a piston, a block, and a piston, just like this. Now you can go ahead and destroy those 2 support blocks. This is just to save on pistons. Okay, now go ahead and grab your building blocks and we can start building some redstone stuff. So first things first is we are going to place a support block just adjacent from this piston right here, and then we're going to place 5 blocks just like this. Then we're going to go ahead and place 1 support block and then 1 block, and then we're going to place another platform just like this, and then we're going to do the same thing again, and then we are going to go ahead and add blocks here and here. Now finally go all the way to the bottom and then place blocks on these very bottom pistons right here, and you should have something that looks like this. Alright, go to this 3rd layer right here and place 1 block here and then 1 block here, and then the same thing on the other side. So 1 block here and 1 block there. Then go ahead and place a block just on this 2nd layer, and then what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and place another support block right here. Go ahead and grab your stone slabs and place 1 right here, and then place another 1 right here. Then let's go ahead and place redstone dust all the way along this very bottom rung right here, and then same thing with this very bottom rung all the way along just like this. Now make sure to leave a gap right here. This we are going to be placing a repeater set to 4 ticks. Now we are also going to be placing redstone dust on all of these, and then these two slabs, and then all the way over here as well, and then on top of these blocks as well. There's a lot of redstone dust placing in this step. Then what you're going to do is you're going to come down to this redstone repeater and place a block on this redstone repeater just like this. It's a bit tricky, but once you got it, you got it. Now come down beneath the block that we literally just placed and place a piston with an observer, so that the red side is facing towards this block right here. Then go ahead and go over to the other side and then place another piston facing down in literally the same exact location as this piston on the other side, and then this piston will go ahead and have a support block on its face, and then there will be another observer so that the red side is facing towards this main bottom line. Then make sure to go ahead and destroy this support block so this piston can grab that observer. So now go to this third rung right here, and we are going to be placing one lamp just directly one block off of this third rung, and then place an observer coming out of this lamp so that the red side is facing into these blocks. Then come around to the back side here, and you are going to go ahead and grab all of your note blocks and place them along in these gaps just like this. Same thing with this one as well, all the way along here, and then finally all the way along here as well. Alright, now it is time to begin the minecart reloading system. So the first things first is we're going to be coming down to the floor block and placing it one block diagonal from the very bottom floor block. Then we're going to be placing another block just diagonal from this block, and then 4 blocks off of this bottom block. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to do that for all 3 minecarts. So 1, 2, 3, and then all of them will be going this way. Then go into the spaces between these blocks and place redstone torches on this block here and this block right here. Then both of those redstone torches will have blocks on top of them. Go around to the back side and place powered rails on each one of these openings just at the beginning right here, and then rails on the rest of these blocks just like this. Then go ahead and grab your soul sand and place 3 pieces of soul sand just like this. And now we can start creating these glass tubes that will be holding all of our water. Now, like I said, you don't necessarily need to use glass for this part, you just need to use some sort of block. Then make sure you stop the glass just in line with this piece of redstone dust or also this piston. Now it is time to fill these with water. I would highly recommend placing a water bucket at the very top just like this, and then grabbing kelp from your nearest ocean and start stacking it just like this all the way up until you reach the very top, and then go ahead and destroy it all the way back down. And as you can see, what will happen is it will actually start creating a nice bubble column. Then you want to just repeat the process for the other 2 tubes. So go all the way up with the kelp, and then go ahead and break all of the kelp all the way back down, and then you'll get a bubble column. Once all 3 columns are bubbling, make sure to go ahead and go to the end of this glass right here and place a block just adjacent from that glass block. Then go to the left and do the exact same thing for the other side. These 2 blocks are going to be housing the tripwire hooks on both sides just like this, and then grab your 5 string and then connect the tripwire hooks up. Then go ahead and grab some support blocks and some pistons and place 2 support blocks here, here, and here, and here, and then place 3 pistons, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. Now you can go ahead and destroy those support blocks just like this. Go around to the back side of these pistons and come to this block right here, then place 1 block just adjacent from that block, and then place another block on level with that block, and then place an adjacent block, and then another 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 adjacent block. A lot of adjacent blocks. Once you have a shape that looks something like this, go ahead and grab some redstone dust and place it all along these blocks just like this. Now, once this tripwire hook is going to be activated, these pistons will fire just like that, and that is exactly what we want. Then go ahead and grab your slime blocks and place 1 slime block on each piston just like this. Then go ahead and grab 1 observer and place it on this slime block so that the red side is facing away from the redstone contraption just like this. Then what we're going to do is we're going to come to this piece of redstone dust right here and place a block, and then we're going to be placing 2 more blocks just like this to create a line of 3 blocks, and we are going to be doing that for each one of the strip just like this, and then place rails on all of those blocks just like this. Go ahead and place a block on this rail so that it gets put up into the sky like this, and then place another block just to the right of that one, and do that for all of the lines. Then go ahead and place blocks right here, and finally one more block right here, just extruding outwards one block from each one of these pistons, just like that. And then go ahead and grab 2 more blocks and place them just adjacent from the block that we just placed, and then 1 block above that so that the minecart will hit and then fall down. And we are going to be doing that for, again, each one of the lines. Alright, believe it or not, that is the whole entire minecart return system done. So let's go ahead and do the input system. To begin with the input circuit, all we have to do is go down to this second rung right here in sandstone and just go over 2 blocks. Now this should be a wall block for you, and this wall block will be actually housing our button, so go ahead and place a button right here. Then just directly behind this block, we're going to have a sticky piston facing upwards with an observer on its face so that the red side is facing towards the sky. Then just 1 block away from this observer, we're going to have a block, and then there will be a note block just to the right of this block. Then we'll go ahead and grab an observer and place it facing outwards from this note block, going into another block. This is all kind of weird, but it's going to make sense in a little bit. Then go ahead and grab a sticky piston and place it facing downwards from this block, just like this, so that the sticky side is facing towards this block. Alright, now it is time to go ahead and place a block right onto the right side of this lamp, just like this. And then we're going to have an adjacent block from the block that we just placed. And then there's going to be another adjacent block. And then we're going to create sort of this donut shape on the right side of this lamp. And then we're going to place 1 more block, just like this, right next to this observer. And we can line all of these 3 blocks with redstone dust. Then grab a repeater and place it in this little cubby, and set this repeater to 4 ticks. Then go up to the very top and place a block right on this block right here, and then a block adjacent from that block, and then a block on top of this piston, just like this. Then you're going to go ahead and place a piece of redstone dust right here, and then a repeater right here going into this block, set to no ticks. And believe it or not, that is the whole entire redstone contraption completely finished. Now to load minecarts in is pretty simple. All you have to do is grab some minecarts with chests and a rail, and place the rail right here, and then a minecart chest on that rail, and then destroy this rail so it sits flush. Same thing, we're going to do this with all of the other ones, and then pretty much you do that same technique all the way down the line with every single minecart. Now once you have the contraption completely stocked full of minecarts, then you can go ahead and give this button a flick, and as you can see, everything will work completely normal. If it doesn't work, then please make sure to leave a comment and I will happily try to fix it for you. And if you have any questions whatsoever, again, please leave them in the comments below, because I do answer all the comments, so your question will be answered. Anyway, that's it for this video. Hopefully you really enjoyed it, and if you did even slightly enjoy it, then please make sure to subscribe, because I do post videos like this pretty often. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. My name is Mr. Cube 6, and I'll see you in the next one. And goodbye. And you deserve, and you